Hey, how you doing? David Taub here with Epic Guitar Instruction. Hope all is going well, and I hope your guitar and musical journeys are going famously. Today, I got a lesson on the song Sweet Dreams. We're going to do the Marilyn Manson acoustic version. It's really only 3 bass chords you're going to need to play this song. But I want to be authentic to that Marilyn Manson acoustic version. So for that, we're going to be in standard tuning, but capo it up at the 3rd fret. You're only going to need these 3 chords, and they appear in the song in this order. Just keep in mind that I'm going to show you the voicings. They're not ringing out to that pitch because we have the capo. But basically, you're going to need an A minor voicing, F voicing, E major voicing. And if you listen, and the song has a lot of cool dynamics in it, and it's the same bass chord changes, so you have to kind of change up the techniques you're using, and I'll show you how to do this. Sometimes we might be arpeggiating the chords, sometimes you could strum them, sometimes you could strum them light, you could strum them heavy in the chorus parts, lighter in the verses, or you could use the intro riff. So you have a lot of choices to really give the song dynamics and variation. And if you get a chance, please subscribe to the channel. You know, subscribing to the channel really helps us to keep bringing the content, as well as you'll be notified when we have new lessons posted, right? Leave a comment below. Let us know what lessons you'd like to see. And if you like the video, please click the like button, share it, and thank you so much for your support. So the song starts off with that really haunting kind of cool intro riff, and he plays that riff 2 times. I'll play it for you first, and then we'll break it down and I'll tab it out. Sound like this. Basically that riff, and that riff appears later in the song where he plays it 4 times. So start off twice on the open A, and then once on that D string, 2nd fret. Back to the open A string, and let that kind of ring as you're doing it. You want that A string ringing. Then the next, you're going to hammer 2nd to 3rd fret on the D string. Back to the 2nd fret, then open D string again, and then 2nd fret on the D string again. Sounds like this slow. That open A string ringing, you want that haunting sound. And then you're going to move 1st fret on the low E string and just play straight down. Low E, A, D, back up. A, low E, but take your 1st finger off and play it open. And then go from the D string, open, open A, open, low E. So you get this. Alright, here's the whole thing slow. Speed it up. Alright, and that goes right into verse 1. And all the verses are the same, and basically the change is just an A minor to an F to an E. 2 measures on the A minor, 1 measure on the F, 1 measure on the E. It's kind of like this. Sweet dreams are made. You go to the F, right? Of these. E, right? A minor, who am I to F disagree, E. You could play that intro riff over those first few lines, or you could kind of arpeggiate it, right? Because we want to create some difference because it's the same progression. When he goes into the chorus, which is a little bit more powerful, some of them want to abuse you, that's the chorus part, it's the same changes. So it's the same changes what we're calling the verses and the chorus. But you want to differentiate them through the dynamics. So you have some liberties you could take. You know, you could play the intro riff for the verses, you can do an arpeggiation kind of thing, or you could even do like some light strumming. All downstrokes, right? Or you can arpeggiate it. Right? Something like that. Doesn't have to be exact, but you get that flavor. But when it gets to the chorus part, some of them want to abuse you. You want to start doing something like this with your strumming, and you can use all downstrokes, but a little bit more forceful. then right from there it goes into the bridge section. So I'll tell you what, I'll play the intro into the first verse into the chorus. I'll do the arpeggiation in the verses, and then I'll do strumming in the choruses just to mix it up. So it'll sound like this. And if you're having trouble in general with bar chords and that F chord, I could really help you with that. So much about efficient bar chord playing and changing comes down to that fret hand technique. I'll send you a killer video lesson on my 6 essential bar chord fret hand techniques. Killer lesson packed with exercises. It'll get your bar chord playing and changing just skyrocketed to the next level. Click on that link in the YouTube description box below. I'll pair that also with an ebook that has a lot of chord charts, more exercises, more lessons. So you get the video lesson and ebook for free. Just click on that link below. Now the bridge section, this is where he does this little instrumental break, and then it's that moving on, keep your head up, moving on part, right? This is the trickiest part of the song because where he's changing the chords timing-wise, it's a little challenging. Let me play it for you and then I'll break it down for you. It'll sound like this. The bridge section is 6 bars long and it sounds like this. Chords in the first part of the bridge, that instrumental part, F, E, and A minor. It's the same chords. You're going to play 6 bars, 6 measures total. The first measure is you just play that F. And here's a good count for this whole thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just use all downstrokes, straight 8th notes. But what you're going to do is play it like this, where you hit the whole chord for the 1, and on the ands, just hit like the low strings, the low 1 or the low 2 strings. Doesn't have to be exact, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? Same strum throughout the bridge. First measure, just play the F chord, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second measure, play it again, 1 and 2 and now 3 and. The 3 in the and is on that E chord. 3 and. Then you go to the A minor. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you play that A minor for a full measure. That's the first 3 measures. I'll play it slow for you. First one. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? Now the second 3 measures, you go back to the F chord again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and switch on the and to the E and then right back to the F again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and it's another full measure on that F chord again. 4 and the last measure you could just do 1, 2, 3, 4 like quarter notes on that E. 1, 2, 3, 4 and you're back into A minor. I'll play slow for you to sound like this. Try to play along. Right after that last 4 quarter notes on the E, right, that goes right back to A minor, and that's when the vocals come back in, moving on, and you just play the A minor to F change, 1 measure each, and you do it 4 times. You just do 8th notes, all downs. Right after that last F chord, he goes back into that intro riff and he plays it 4 times. When you get to that part and you're playing that intro riff 4 times, think of it like the song is starting over again, because after he plays that intro riff 4 times, just repeats the same stuff again. Verse 2, same as verse 1. Chorus 2, same as chorus 1. Into the bridge again. And then coming out of the bridge, he goes into the outro, which is a little different. Same chords, but the changes are a little different. He goes A minor, F, and E. Played a little different. I'll show it to you in a second. And then he stays on the F, and then E twice is where it slows down. And then A minor, U, and that's when Sweet Dreams Are Made of This Year's. He kind of says it with no chord behind it, right? Let me play that for you. So coming right out of that last quarter notes to the bridge. And Sweet Dreams Are Made of These Years. Something cool you could do after that is just play the intro once. Slow. And an A minor. It's kind of like a cool haunting ending, right? So for that part, what I did was, right after that last 4 in the bridge, those quarter notes, I'm going to use and abuse you. I'm going to know what's inside you. And he holds that note out. So I'm going to use and abuse you, A minor, and abuse. On that F, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and again we're doing that, where we're going on just on that 1/8 note, that and to the E. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then back to the F for another measure. And then 2 hits on the E, and then A minor. Lots of different choices and dynamics in that song, and you want to use all of them. Strumming, mellow strumming, harder strumming, arpeggiating, single notes, right? That causes variation, and you could really create a lot of movement in a song. So mix it up, play what sounds best to your ears, and have fun with it. Try it different ways, see what you like best. So stay tuned, lots more killer lessons coming. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Really helps us to keep bringing the content, as well as you'll be notified when we have new lessons up. And don't forget to click on that link below. I'll send you a killer video lesson on my essential bar chord techniques, playing and changing techniques paired with an ebook. And if you get a second, check out my new record. I just dropped a new record with my original band Mind Cell. We're based out of San Diego. It's an absolute slamming record, I think, and I think you might like it. Some of the best music I've ever written. Would love for your feedback on it. Let me know what you think of the songs, the production. If you have any questions on the gear or the guitars or the tracking or the studio production, let me know. It's streaming on all the platforms. I'll put links to that below, as well as you can get the digital record. You can get it on CD. So check it out below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks again for all your support over the years and years and years. So appreciate it. Keep up all that hard work on those guitars. Keep having fun with it. And remember, your playing is an evolution. I'll see you in the next lesson.